Testing. Hopefully this is working, everybody. If it is working, fantastic. Welcome to another week of Town on Tour, the stream of the podcast in which we visit a new island tour every week. Joining me this week, as every week, is the mayor of Town himself, the man who doesn't need to wait for wedding season to ask for his loyal podcast listeners' hand in audio marriage, David Thayer. How goes it, David?
Hello. Pretty good, thank you.
And this week's guest is an Town OG, a podcast original, an as featured in Edge podcast original. The legions of Town podcast listeners may know her as Mayor Pomble, but many more know her as illustrator and Eisner nominated and featured in Edge original, Christina Baczynski. Welcome, Christina. How are you?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you. It's very nice to be here.
We haven't really done like a grand intro for a guest yet. That was like a test. Was it good?
Ooh, it was great.
Thank you.
My ego is sufficiently plumped.
Luckily, it's hidden beneath your hat, so we can't see too much.
Well, unfortunately, at the stream, it was my Nook phone was telling everybody that I was outside the valid service range for something or other. But you know, it's been a fortnight since we last streamed. A lot has happened. Relating to the changing of the seasons. But I think before we get into that, you know, we've got to, as always, chat about the comings and goings that we've seen this week. Christina, I understand you've had some personnel changes.
I've my first one. I've never let a villager leave. I've never answered the request to leave SnapDragon with positive responses. I've always said, nope, you're staying here, kiddo. But Maddie the pop dog, she was a peppy villager, and she said, hey, I'm going to outgrow this place and become a pop star. And I thought, you know what? I'm ambivalent enough about you to wish you well.
Why so ambivalent? What did Maddie do? What didn't she do? What went wrong for your relationship?
She did give me a lot of presents, but she was a bit cloying, a bit much. But I did like that she talked about Maglev's In Love, the train program.
Seems to be a popular series among villagers.
Yeah, so she'd tell me about that, which I liked a lot. Yeah, she was just a bit keen. I like the cranky ones or the kind of shy ones a little bit more. And she was straight in.
Well, you've got. I mean, it looks like your replacement, not the replacement. Sorry, sir. I should say your new resident is super cute. I've never seen this villager before.
Oh, we've got to go and visit her house. Her house is amazing. It's my favourite interior of anybody's house on the island, including my own, which I've spent 2 months crafting. It's gorgeous.
So, Poppy the squirrel. Does she wear like a kind of? What's her kind of outfit? We've chopped off her dress on this graphic, but I believe it's a
folk dress, like a little green skirt with dungarees, and then she's got like embroidered flowers on a white shirt across her chest. It's very cute.
Torpor says his first cat was called Poppy. So there's real memories flooding back in the chat. My Pet Roxy says it's an alpinist dress. Is that what it's called? Yeah. An alpinist dress.
I think I've got the dungarees, and they're called alpinists, which makes them sound quite sinister.
Yeah,
like alpine dungarees would be all right.
Makes me
this
think of
winter Netflix, The Alpinist.
Yeah. It sounds like a Scandinavian murder drama thing.
Is that what we've got waiting for us?
Yeah, well, I don't know Poppy yet. She's only been around for a few days, so she might be into that stuff.
She's got evil in her eyes. I can see it. So, like I mentioned, lots of stuff has been happening. You know, first things first. You know, there's been a big change of stuff around the island. First of all, the appearance of the summer shell. Who's excited for them shells?
I'm excited for them shells.
I
think we all remember the moment that we first thought, hang on, there's something up with this shell. when we saw the shell lying on the beach, much like all the other shells do.
Have you crafted any shell furniture yet?
I've got some of the standard furniture, but it took me ages to start getting the recipes. It was only once I'd traded some recipes and got one that I then started getting the others, which was weird. And then
I haven't picked up a single blue shell yet.
oh,
I know.
I've been collecting them in anticipation of having some recipes that I can use them for.
oh, I've got some, but they're all like walls and wallpapers. But then the bag I'm wearing, I'll get off my chair and show you. Oh, maybe I'll turn around.
Oh yeah, we can.
So
see.
this is a summer shell recipe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that I wanted to say that was fetch, but I mean, I guess I'm like 15 years too late to say that's fetch. Anyway, that's fetch.
Embarrassingly, I didn't realise that was a bag because I got that recipe as well. And I thought it was some kind of giant wall ornament.
Oh,
that
well,
makes a
maybe
lot more
there's a
sense
wall
now.
ornament
No, I don't think so.
called a pochette. I didn't
Yeah.
know that word until March 23rd.
I didn't either.
A pochette. That's what the alpinist calls the bag in which he has his sniper rifle. People I know is telling me to stop making fetch happen. Quite right. But as well as the shells, of course, the Critterpedia has exploded, and I'd say finally the sharks have come back to Animal Crossing. Has anyone caught a shark yet?
Got a few.
I caught loads of interesting fish on the first day of summer, and then they haven't been back since.
I think I might have mentioned. Oh, sorry, Krista.
That's okay. I think sharks often come in the evening, or they used to in the old game. Like when in New Leaf, when you'd go to the island, they'd like beetles and sharks would be like way more like regular or kind of common spawn in the evenings. But maybe that's not the case in New Horizons.
I think I might have mentioned on the podcast, Astown the podcast, which we don't mention enough on this stream to support the podcast. Astown the podcast. Did I mention that it's been featured in Edge? I think I mentioned on that podcast. On that podcast. Sorry, I'm going to stop saying podcast. I'm so bad at like being on stream. It's terrible. That one of my big memories of New Leaf is like doing late night shark hunting with my dear wife, and we haven't done any of that yet. So I look forward to if they do appear at night. It's on screen right now. There's a daytime screenshot of somebody capturing a great white shark. So maybe they're all over the place.
A couple in the day, but I don't know if they're more common in the evening. I don't know how New Horizons works. It's got some deep, dark mechanics going on.
I love the fact that they have that little fin so that you know that it's a shark, and it's extra exciting when you see one in the water.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I need to get out there. I need to get out there and catch some sharks. Although I'm going to feel really bad when I give one to. No. CJ doesn't hint that he eats the fish, right? Does CJ?
No, it's all for the stream.
That's right.
Taking pictures.
Oh, in which case I'm going to catch some sharks, give them to CJ. My Pet Roxy asks, do we need a laptop to add to our recording studio? I think that would be good. Right now we can't look at our emails.
True.
And yeah, that would be super handy. Super handy indeed. Moving on, the big topic, of course, how can we avoid it? It's wedding season, and that means that we've met up with some old friends from New Leaf. Have you two been active in the photo studio?
I went for the first time this week.
I went for the first time yesterday. I haven't managed to play much for the past few days, and I felt like every day that passed I was like, God, I better go to the photo studio, and I only managed to do it for the first time yesterday. So I think I'm probably way behind everybody else in terms of like how much wedding stuff that they've collected so far, but the stuff is so nice.
Yeah, I think that exclusive items and stuff's nice, and it's nice to be getting items from Reese and Cyrus again.
Yeah, I think that's the main draw for me, is just to see Reese and Cyrus again and hear a new variation on their lovely music. And I do enjoy the grumpiness of Cyrus. Is it? Always to get them mixed up, but
yeah. So Cyrus is the blue haired hubby, I guess.
Yeah.
Blue, is that blue? I'm colorblind. Blue, green, whatever it is.
Blue. Yeah. So I'm mainly in it to meet them again, and also, as you can see from the picture, to take my own silly spin on the various different ceremonies that they want us to capture.
Yeah, I've got to ask about your picture here, Shrinky. Like, what's going on with the DJ decks in the chapel?
Well, I thought, because I think this is the first one that I did, I thought the idea was it was supposed to put everything's supposed to be white and pink, otherwise you won't be able to pass the kind of test. So I just shoved the room full of pink items from my inventory. The biggest pink item I have was the DJ decks, so that's what I put in the corner there. There's also like a tissue box and some pink dolls that I just scattered around as well.
Just for the added. Well, normally dolls are creepy, but actually in this setting, it's kind of working. It almost looks like Reese and Cyrus. It's their kind of toddler that's ever so cute. It's the page flower person. I don't know how weddings work.
Yeah, the assistant.
This is their weird human baby though. Also, I just spotted the KK Slider poster, the Samrio poster. Very cool. We've actually got some other high school club wedding photos too. I think we're looking right now at Sammy, who we saw on Twitter has made an underwater theme, and this looks very, very lovely, and also features some wonderful pink mood lighting, which I think is just fabulous.
Looking at this makes me think that I've really missed a trick with the lighting. It's very effective.
Sammy says she upset Reese one time because it wasn't pink enough. This one looks plenty pink.
So it is possible to mess it up. I've just been going wild, going really off script with my more recent ones.
Well, I think we've got another one of yours on the slideshow. Sorry, just one more picture of. Sammy's come for the wedding, dressed for the wedding, and I gotta say, I want that organ. That organ is phenomenal. Chilliper says, if we get it wrong, it doesn't make any difference except she doesn't say she likes it. Wow, so passive-aggressive. So passive-aggressive. I think we're looking at Maze here, and this is so classy. This, it looks like this money went into this wedding, especially because somebody seems to have bought Michelangelo's David as a wedding present. Also, talk about upstaging the bride. He's come fully nude,
and at eye level as well.
I don't know if that's I don't know. I think that a little bit of culture at a wedding, it's a good thing. We were all born naked, right? I would hope.
Maybe one of them's a betazoid.
Wait, what is what?
That's a
what?
deep
what,
Star Trek reference.
I was about to say, what is a betazoid? I try and hang with with you cool Star Trek kids, but I just can't. I can't keep up. What is a betazoid? We need to know.
Like Deanna Troi and Luoxana Troi, like the empathetic characters, they have naked weddings. So I think Luoxana Troi has like at least 2 weddings during the TNG DS9 era of Star Trek, and gets well naked.
Star Trek.
Why has anybody done a Star Trek themed wedding? That's what I want to know.
Of course they have.
Right now,
do you mean in game?
In game, yeah. Of course they've done it in real life. Of course, But right now we're looking at Sailor / Mare Edge. He's also made a very lovely looking wedding, lots of kind of floral touches, and here he is going completely off the deep end with the reception, with everybody invited. Loving that. Small Flower says there's a Star Trek themed chapel in Vegas. Let's go.
I'm getting divorced so I can get married then.
Do you vow renewal there? Everybody dresses as a Ferengi. And to finish it off, we've got David. We've got your quite a kind of distressing wedding reception created by you here, where it looks like you might be eating a human being.
Yes, you chose the right keyword there, distressing. I just thought it'd be fun to see how kind of dark I could make, because there's something about the fact that they want me to create all these environments but not have other characters in it. So I understand that later on you can unlock having more villagers in the scenes. But to start with, you can only have the three of you, and so I was playing around the idea that it's always empty apart from the three of you. So I made this one in a shack that's full of odd items, and still I got a good review. Also, I thought
Well, they seem to be enjoying themselves for sure.
they were.
Speaking of enjoying ourselves, I am on the plane. I'm ready for the flyover of SnapDragon, S-Drags, as the cool kids call it. As we were saying pre-stream, as far as my understanding is that it's just a cool place where the cool kids like to go. Christina, what if you could describe SnapDragon in one sentence? What would you say?
It's an island. It's got a DIY ethos.
Oh.
It's full of all the things that I've been missing over the past 2 or 3 months in lockdown. I've just been building them on my island so that I can still do those things.
I look forward to remembering what the outside world is like.
This is the portal.
And I mean, it looked lovely on the flyover. I think
Oh.
I'm just about to pop out of the airport. So you mentioned that it's got like kind of a DIY theme. Is that your kind of? Do you have a guiding principle when it comes to like island design / curation?
I like to be inspired by weird stuff that comes like from bubbles or from balloons or from like Gulliver or like I guess we'll see. There we go. We've got some party poppers to greet you. But yeah, so like finding a weird object or a weird crafting item and then being like, "Ooh, that could be this or that," which is like I like that.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, hello. Yes. Yes.
How many have you got multiple ones of those, or can you do it multiple times?
I've just got a stack of them in my inventory.
Nice.
You can buy them bulk from Rug.
Yes. Okay. That's that. Let's get this party started. Okay, so
Well,
right away, this is looking like a transport hub. This is, great waiting room vibes. I'm loving it. Fully stocked snack machines.
snacks. We got bikes. We got those weird little motorized scooters that people like to throw in rivers.
Yeah, I feel like all of these bikes and trikes are from different companies that want you to download their app to unlock them.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely agree with the chat. Wish that you could ride these scooters one day. One
Definitely.
day.
You can turn the lights on and off.
That's good enough for me. Oh wait, I can't. Can I do it? Oh, I can do it.
Involved.
Also, love your island seat colours.
Ah,
Very
yeah.
fancy. I've just
You
got
get what you
double
get
orange.
given.
Right. Okay. Immediate questions. There's a bunch of wigs. It's a salon. It's a barber shop.
Yeah.
Wait,
Because-
I haven't even seen this barber pole. That's
It's
amazing.
the South Pole or something that Gulliver gives you, but it looks like a barber pole. And I kept buying these weird wigs that I would never wear, so I thought, oh, I wonder if you can display them.
Cool.
There's some things, and then this, you can change your look with the desk mirror, so you can actually change your hair here as well.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. Shrinky, you gonna get your hair did?
I do need my hair did, so just take this opportunity.
Want to thank all the subscribers for helping us pay for Shrinky to get his hair did. Once we're able to leave the house more frequently. Is that why everyone's wearing a hat right here, right now?
Yeah, we're a very hat-based exploring group, aren't we?
I'm wearing a hat. You all. Oh, there you are. Hello. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
I was
the
wondering
audio
as well.
cut out for me.
Dim on the chat says it's very cute so far. I mean, it's got a lovely warmth to it. Hello. Look at
Well, this is the park area down here, and the cafe is quite new, but this was the first thing I ever did with like paths and stuff, and it was the first time I'd ever got like enough objects to maybe like decorate a space outside. So it's very fun, like a little public park.
How mad did you go with paving the first chance that you had, or have you managed to kind of keep it together?
Well, if you look at my map, I started in the bottom right corner, and I have slowly been covering my whole island in it over the past few weeks.
It looks so orderly, though. It looks so orderly. This is great. Mayor Sailor says, "Is that a reverse fireplace that he saw?"
Oh yeah, this is a fireplace, but from the back.
Oh, that's so cool. See, the Mayor Sailor, he knows all the tricks. He knows the tricks. You're getting props for your island organisation on the chat right now. That is a very attractive looking map.
Thank you.
Also,
I really like all the little activities that you can do in this park.
Yeah, I like all the interactive items, so you can like turn on things and get the springy ride on to go. And
I want to play Go. I know that Torpor Dust in the chat is a Go player, but it reminds me of that AlphaGo documentary. That makes me feel a little bit sad for our dwindling relevance as humans.
Makes me think of the film Pi, which is really good fun.
Pi, watching Pi, the Aronofsky Pi, makes me think of Waitress, which is a movie I love. Anyway, enough about the movie talk. Where to next?
Should we go up to the museum?
Sure.
Oh. Hello. Lovely use of the vases. Not quite sure.
Was so cool.
And then then there's just a floating meteorite in front of a waterfall.
Got some rides.
Yeah.
Fully roided up. While we're here though, it reminds me before the stream you mentioned that something special has happened in relation to your museum collection this week. Do you want to share the good news?
I finished the fossil collection on SnapDragon without trading anything.
Yes, antisocial fossil completion.
And I'd also like to announce that I did the same thing.
Oh my god! You know what? Life truly does find a way. Congratulations!
Another of my friends finished it within a day of me finishing as well. I think if you've been playing from launch and digging them up every day, it's just likely that you'll finish this week.
Yeah.
I've been really lax at playing over the last week, so I'm probably a little bit behind. I think I've got a couple of spots left to fill.
Well, the weird thing was, like, I've been collecting all the fossils and giving them all to Blathers, and then in a few days since, I've got like 2 ambers.
Oh,
I managed to display outside.
Yeah, it's good to have the kind of decorative ones. Oh, sorry, I missed that. It was there were two mysterious floating roids.
Yeah,
2 rides, 2 ambers.
Did you know that 1 in 3 people get roids? Hemorrhoids.
No?
Not steroids. I mean, I don't know about steroids.
I mean, asteroids are the preferable of all 3.
Yeah, I'd rather have an asteroid than a hemorrhoid. That is the platform I'll be running for political office on.
Should we get roided out and go?
I want to get roided out looking at this Triceratops skeleton.
Yeah. He's had an accident.
Oh God, not a coprolite!
It's been there for a long time.
Oh.
But I found out today that this animates if you interact with it.
What? Oh my goodness! Oh God! Oh my goodness! I feel like I've heard that before, but it surprises me every time. Also, I don't have a completed skeleton out in the wild just yet, or do I? I've forgotten. I love it. Lovely little stepping stone. Oh, a nice blanket on the beach too. Is this a custom?
No, Timothy Winchester, our good friend, sent me this today because I was saying I didn't have much beach stuff, so it's just here on its own.
Well, it stood out, so he clearly did a good selection.
And it's conveniently near the bins as well.
Yeah.
And
You've
that
been
beach
hauling all of
litter.
your scraps.
I think I've seen Timothy wear a poncho with the same pattern, and that was fabulous.
Maybe they customized it. Who knows?
Thanks for the beach blanket, Timothy.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's gonna put it by the bins.
Yeah.
Oh, who lives here?
This-
This is love how like orderly this is.
Yeah, so was my first foray into terraforming, which wasn't just like putting stepping stones where I couldn't put bridges. And I kind of knocked this into a straight road and then put all the little waterfalls in and the paths in and then moved all the houses 50k a pops to make the nice street.
I know, you move the house and then move it back. 100k a pop, really, when you think about it. Oh, Kashmir. I don't think I've seen Kashmir before.
Kashmir's great. I wasn't sure at first. She's lovely.
Oh, it's a darling little island. Lovely as a daisy in the field of grass. That's how I describe Shrinky to people. Oh, I feel blessed.
Did she give you a catchphrase? I
She
taught her a
didn't.
new one.
I'll touch her again. Why, hello, Marty. Is there something I can do for you? Sluggo is lit.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna talk.
good news for Sluggo.
Great news for Sluggo. Oh, am I acquainted with our neighbour Cree? Well, allow me to dish, darling. It seems they have earned the title. Wait for it. Casual outlaw.
Ooh.
It's true. Personally, Sluggo is lit. I think it gets right to the heart of what makes them so very charming. I need to try and call you that sometimes. The casual outlaw. So explain to us, what is a casual outlaw? What's the casual outlaw outlook on life?
I'm not sure. I think it's just finding two words that make you laugh and putting them together.
There's nothing more casually outside the society's norms than that.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's about breaking the law but not taking yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the first like something I miss from the real world, and it's just a second-hand market.
Oh, it's so cute. Love seeing like all the lovely ways that like Rover's case like pops up.
Yeah.
It has such a kind of like I don't know. It's like got such a kind of like attractively used feel that this is like it's just perfect like use for it.
It's like it has a story to tell.
KK slider records strewn about.
Yeah.
These would have been 50. These would have been 50p 10 years ago, and now they're 40 again. I love it. Oh, so yeah, just it's like the selection of the items that. Yeah, talk us through the way that like the selection of the items that you use. It has that kind of like eclectic feel to it, like the microscope. It's something that. Yeah, you're going to find that in the second-hand store, even though it's probably something that like it doesn't really read as like second-hand store at first glance.
Well, I was kind of going through my storage. I originally made this when stuff was like filling up my storage in my house, and I hadn't been really. I'd been decorating my house, but not the island. So then I'd get like an extra tea set or something that I thought was like this doll, where I was like, that's haunted, that's not going in my house. Or the Bunny Day basket, which I wanted to make so that Zippity Bunny would be appeased. But then like didn't really want to put anywhere after Easter or anything. So stuff like that, or stuff I had duplicates of, and I'd found in a nicer colour or something. And then I'd just kind of put them together. But then it's nice with like stalls or like the cardboard boxes. I kept getting boxes from like the town hall. What's that box called? On the left. Yeah. So I just kept finding cardboard boxes there, and I was like, oh, I don't really know what to do with them. So they kind of look cool, and I made loads of log benches because it was one of the first recipes I got. And then I was like, oh, you can put objects on them. And then I found like some other benches, so I had loads of those in my inventory and things like that. So it's a nice way to declutter your inventory, but then also it's a place to put the stuff that's if you found like slightly better stuff. I'm basically describing why you actually send things to charity shop, but in digital world of Animal Crossing.
You know what it's making me
Don't know
think of?
why.
It's making me think about a new type of visiting character you could have that could be like an antiques roadshow type thing, like once a month. An antiques dealer or antiques valuer could turn up, and you could bring your random items, and maybe there would be one type of item that's particularly valuable, and so you'd be like, "Oh, I've just got this old teapot," and then one time you'll take your teapot out, and they say, "This is worth 5 times as much as it is normally." You're like, yeah.
Roxy's just dropped like an amazing piece of intel in the chat that I didn't know. When a villager moves out, you can find stuff that you've gifted them in the recycling, along with bits and bobs from their house.
That is some good fact.
I mean, it breaks my heart that they didn't take the stuff I gifted them with them, but whatever. Yeah, and also I just wanted to quickly say, isn't it like so satisfying? And also, I know Dim's in the chat, and I've seen Dim's antique shop that he recently completed. I think he shared that around on one of the high school club groups. Isn't it like so satisfying, like trying to lay out things in a kind of haphazard way, like trying to organize the haphazardness of your like house's junk room or like a crowded shop in the game. It's really strange, like to try and apply like logic to clutter, I guess.
Definitely, and it kind of gives objects that you don't like extra credit, I guess, or extra like things that are appealing about them. Like when I was doing this top corner, I don't really like these bears at all. I'm not a bear fan. But then like I was like, oh, this can just go on the ground and it's a really nice height. It kind of complements with these next to it. So I kind of got interested in taller items. And then I was like, oh, I need some knick-knacky items. So stuff like this hourglass that I would never like really put in my house. I was like, oh, this looks really cool on the bench. And it's small enough that it doesn't really like obscure the skeleton. And so kind of having a weird project on the island actually makes some of your objects that you don't really like have a bit of second wind, maybe.
This is like hands down one of my favorite things that I've seen on the stream so far. Like it's such a great use of like the stuff that is, because frequently I get things where I'm like, oh, this is so cool, but it doesn't fit with any of my theming. And this is like, it's very cool, basically. I'm going to go steal this idea immediately. Sorry, it's happening.
That's fine. Well, I've got another little bit up here if you'd like to follow.
Absolutely.
This is Ozzy's house. I was really impressed with Philippa's Ozzy flyover on her island. I was like, whoa, it's a little celebrity. I've got that koala boy on my island. It was very exciting.
Ozzy's cool.
Oh, should we see if Poppy's in before we...
Yeah.
Her house is unreal. Is this her house? Oh, she's home.
Yeah, she's on.
It's worth a visit.
Okay, so I didn't like, as regular viewers know, I not so familiar with the wider cast of animals, because I didn't collect the amiibo cards, and I never really tried to cycle through villages. Oh my god! And I didn't know Poppy until now, and I'm glad I do know her, because this is fabulous.
It's so good, isn't it?
Look at this. I must talk to her.
Look at her little dress. What an alpinist.
Yeah, I've changed my mind. The alpinist, it's not sinister. It's lovely. Why? I don't know how I feel about her catchphrase of nutty.
She moved it with that. She moved from a friend's island.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. So you didn't know until Poppy arrived that the villagers retain memories from their previous home.
Yeah, I had no idea. Like I was intending to go island hopping. Oh, David says his computer's crashed, so it might just be you, me, and Poppy for a while. He's just staring at the wall.
Oh no, David! David!
At least he's got nice to look at, and it's not like the weird CCTV wall at Marrell's.
I mean, yeah. I've been playing since the European GameCube release, and for me, like, at the time I remember just being absolutely like blown away by the villagers remembering things, and back then I did island visits with a friend via like memory card. I think that's how it worked. Chat, let me know if that's not how it worked, via memory card, and just being absolutely like thinking it was like insane the level of things that they remembered. And I think one of the things that we've been chatting about in regards to this game, one of the areas where the game has advanced least is in developing that more, but it's still like so magical when it happens. But I wonder. That sounds like David's coming back.
I'll come back on my phone for now.
Welcome back, David. We missed you. We were worried.
I haven't heard anything you've been talking about.
We've been talking about when villagers remember things from previous islands or things in general, and Kree experienced that for the first time with Poppy. Then I was saying that I really love it, and welcome to the recap show, everybody. I really love it, and when and although I feel like the game, one area that the series hasn't really progressed is expanding on that more, and I'm really curious to see if that happens more going forward. Loved hearing your computer boot up then, David.
You know that it's coming back online.
With time for some chime.
Christina, did you donate any of these items to Poppy, or are they all entirely
No,
ones that
this
came with the house?
It's all
Great wallpaper.
amazing wallpaper. Everything. I would want everything. Look at these marshmallows over here.
Oh, look at that! Yes. Why has she got an open fire in her house though, right by the walls?
on a bed of dry leaves.
Poppy.
Is this what an artist is? Someone's so reckless as to jeopardize SnapDragon.
Autumn's my favourite season, and this is my new favourite house.
Yeah. I think it's a good preview of maybe some of the art activities we might have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mess Sailor's asking, Shrinky, are you booting up Windows 95?
No. Mac OS Catalina.
Oh,
Fine.
Before you log out.
yeah. So should we head on out? I'm not sure. Or do you want us to wait for a couple seconds, Shrinks?
No, it's fine. I'll follow you.
Okay.
Touch Poppy before we leave the question.
Oh, yeah.
Thing where you're scared that I'm not saying anything.
You gotta show love to them. I mean, Poppy is amazing. I hope that she never leaves. But if she does ever leave, let me know and I'll come and chat to her when she's in the boxes. I've just walked back in the house to get a close up shot of Poppy actually for one sec. Because I think we all need more Poppy in our lives. Although she's not turning around now. Oh no. I'll get a picture of her later. So we're back in the great outdoors, just waiting for David.
I'm loving you.
Where to next? Oh no, I feel like we might have lost audio from everybody.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
Can you
we're
hear
all
me?
back. We're all back, everybody. We're all back. No technical problems this time. I think David's just returning. I know. Thank you for staying with us. You know, it's the world's slickest stream as always. Okay, host confirming that people can hear us. That's good. And I think we've got regular David back. Testing. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. So this is like a laundromat.
It is. It's
A laundrette. Sorry. I was raised by the television.
Well, I installed this after a week of all of my villagers having fleas, so I thought, right, let's give it a hint.
Do fleas spread?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, David. I'm just going to turn you up, David.
Okay.
I think you're back now. Testing. David,
I'm here.
you're here.
Hello.
Okay. I think you do. Let us know in the chat if anybody sounds out of whack audio wise. We'll fix it. So Roxy confirms fleas are just random occurrences. Any of the villagers can get them. I've only had one villager have fleas, and it was thanks to this chat that I knew that to whack the villager with the net. So appreciated that.
Of course, I always by routine hit my villagers with the net, so I keep them clean.
I feel so bad when I do it by accident.
Oh, does it make them like dislike you? I try and avoid it. If I do it, it's like in I want to say Red Dead Redemption, where I would accidentally hit the horse. Can you do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd accidentally hit the horse instead of like jumping on it, and then I'd feel terrible, and then I'd have to stop the game because I felt so sad.
That sounds like you're accidentally doing drugs.
I hit the horse. So sorry again, everybody. I've accidentally hit the horse.
This is my house. We don't have to go inside. Oh, do you want to go inside at the end? Maybe?
We want to go. Oh yeah. We can go inside whenever you think is right. So if you want to save it till last, we can do that.
Yeah, let's do it. And then this is the first bit of residential. Well, this is the first bit of planning that I did. My first two houses were Buck here and Agnes here. So Buck the horse, who's a jock, and Agnes, who's like a big sister type. They're both lovely. And then kind of paved it all and made it into a little kind of residential area.
Of the shrubs, adding air of class.
And so okay, so who lives where? Who have we got?
This is Agnes, who likes flowers. I like getting to know them and then making them a garden based on what they say they like.
Oh, tell us more about that.
Yeah, so Agnes is, she always talks, she's like, what am I going to do today? Shall I go for a walk in the mountains or shall I do some gardening? Talks about loving flowers. So I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll make a little kind of outdoorsy, gardeny, flowery little space.
Love it. Mayor Sailor on the chat says, "Oh God, I accidentally something my horse in Red Dead 2 horrendous," but he doesn't mention the verb. I accidentally blanked my horse in RDR2 horrendous. You can use your imagination to fill in the blank. Killed? Oh my God.
Strangled it as well.
That is
I've
horrendous.
always said, how do you accidentally strangle a horse? But he found a way.
So who lives here? Okay, so I'm guessing it's a jock, maybe.
Yeah, it's Buck, who's like a jock horse. This is really fun.
Oh no, a horse.
Horse, yeah.
Oh God.
Calm it down, guys.
I'm going in. I've got to check he's okay. Marcella says his horse fell down a gully. Oh. Don't know. Oh hell yes, he's got arm inside. He's got some protein powder on the desk, which Christina, I think you sent me some protein powder at some point for my jocks.
I did. When that item showed up in Nooks for the first time, anybody who was like building a wrestling island or anything like that, I was just like, right, in that all my jocks, I was like, hey, here's some whey.
I appreciate that. That combined with the human growth hormone I gave them all has made them all so super swole.
It's got classic minimalist Animal Crossing jock decor vibes.
Well, he was one of the ones where you have to make the furniture.
Of course.
He didn't move all of his stuff like Poppy did, or a couple of the others. So I don't actually know what his like, if he were to come via Amiibo or something like that, what his house would look like. I imagine it'd be different.
But at least it doesn't have like the dirt floors or anything like that.
Oh yeah, Ozzy's got a dirt floor. I keep trying to give him flooring, but he doesn't get the hint.
He's like, I like it dirty. I don't know why he's got this like voice. I think because we're talking about cowboys. I like it dirty, partner. Oh, don't. This is what happens if we ever stream Red Dead. The cowboy voice comes out. I need to contain it because once I start cowboy voicing, I can't stop. Anyway, loved meeting Buck.
He was like the first one to be really friendly with me, and gave me like my nickname, which I've kept even when like other villagers are like, "What should we call you?" I'm just like, "Just call me what."
Wait, what's your nickname?
Vitamin K.
Vitamin K, I like it.
Oh, cool.
So good. everyone.
So many drug references on this island. I'm glad we hit up the horse, Vitamin K. Let's go.
One of the things that I missed from the earlier games was they used to give you nicknames related to your actual name, like first letter of your name. So that's one of the first times I've seen it happen in. Yeah, exactly. Captain S, whatever. So it's nice to know Vitamin K has made an appearance.
Yeah, they kept coming up with other ones, and they just weren't ever as good as Vitamin K, which is I would be fine with someone calling me Vitamin K. Real life. This is your boy Barrel's house.
Oh, we got to go see Barreled. It's been a few streams since we've visited everybody's houses. But you're stacked with hot villagers. Everybody right now in the chat, I want to see firstly F's for Ed's horse, but F's for Barreled right now. Look at this, Barreled, you little wrong'un.
It's creepy, isn't it? I was trying to Google when Barreled. I didn't have him on the island yet. I was Googling what he looked like in New Horizon, and searched Twitter, and everyone who'd got him was saying, "I'm getting rid of this creep."
You think everybody's safe? He's got everyone's best interests at heart.
That's right.
He just wants to know that everyone's okay.
Why has he got a shower cubicle?
So that he can keep working, keep an eye on everyone at the same time.
I don't know if you've
seen
the very classy. I think it's on Netflix in Europe. Maybe it's a Warner Brothers show. But this has got serious You vibes right now.
I like how there's a phone, like an intercom phone thing above the top bunk.
Why does he need a bunk bed?
So if he has friends round, or if they want to work in shift in the surveillance center, the security room.
He's saying he loves peaches. Eat as many if you want, if you're nasty. Oh, Barrels.
If you're nasty makes me laugh every time one of them says it.
Not only does he live in a Rogan's palace, he just told me to eat a peach if I'm nasty, which the connotations, Barreled.
People I know noticed that he's got a sleeping bag as well as bunk beds.
Oh,
yeah.
Which I also noticed.
I guess this is where this is when he hosts a LAN party, and everybody comes over and they have to sleep on the floor after playing Doom all night.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah,
I think it's doing late night surveillance and he's too tired to climb up to the bunks. He just rolls from the laptop.
He wheels over on his chair and just plops directly into bed.
Yeah, and just flops out.
I'm just taking a look at some of the things that are on the CCTV cameras. Bridges. Looks like the inside of the airport. I mean, are any of these places not from your island? I mean, how far does this extend? Who knows?
I can see a ladybird. I can see an apple on a tree. Yeah.
Well, Barrels, I'm sorry that everybody dislikes you, but as Shrinky says, I think it's probably just all about keeping us safe,
Yeah.
Yeah. He's well intentioned. Exactly. I love this little guy.
Well, maybe he's shy and he just wants to get to know everyone really well. There's many, many very legitimate reasons to keep tabs on everybody with all these cameras.
And if you haven't checked out our podcast as featured in Edge, I believe episode 3, Christina did the episode art for. Episode 2, which featured Barrel, so check that out if you haven't already. It was featured in Edge. That's all I'll tell you. That's all I'll say, okay? It must be good. I'm back outside smelling the flowers. Also, you've got lots and lots of different types of flowers. I'm still really far behind in the flower game. Christina, are you breeding the flowers, or are you visiting people to get the flowers?
Any of the special ones that aren't just orange or blue or pink are ones that people have brought around. So Holly brought around a bunch of these lilies for a trade. I can't remember what we were trading. And then Sammy gave me some black flowers, which we'll see when we get up into the severely cursed mountains. And then I think Oh, Mary gave me some stuff. These are all people from Discord. They gave me all really cool stuff. So it's from island hopping, really. But I've had to all week. I've just been like pulling up flowers because they just go wild unless you put them in like near paths and fences. They just spring up everywhere.
It's really weird. Like I actually really like getting the weeds, and I'm less happy when I see like a stray flower.
Yeah. I spent most of the week just pulling up flowers, and I kept a bin in my inventory so I could just. Which felt quite wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
Big compost heap.
This is a very classy arrangement. We got a candelabra, we've got a lantern, several types of different lanterns actually, a tea set. Who lives here? And a bird in a cage.
This is Zell, who's a gazelle, and he is, he's so like posh and fancy. But he says really funny stuff as well. Like I wasn't sure about him because he was quite snooty when he arrived, and then I got talking to him, and then one day he was like, "Buongiorno," which is Zell for "have a good giorno." Screenshot. And it really made me laugh. I thought, all right, Zell, you can stay.
And now you must never leave.
Yeah, it was his birthday this week, I think, earlier this week. And I just got the Imperial 4-poster bed and I gave it to him, and he absolutely lost his mind.
Oh, I love it when they love it. Is
Yeah.
it in there? Has he got it on show? We're going in.
What?
I've been trying to I've been trying to show restraint in visiting everyone's houses, but unfortunately, you've made such lovely environments for them that we have to. Hello, I'm inside, and let's just say we're on the penthouse. We're in the penthouse right now. Firstly, Zell. I mean, he's a handsome lad. I mean, look at that leather waistcoat plus a pendant. You know what I mean? Bienvenue to the land of SnapDragon. My name's Zell, if you're nasty. Look at this bachelor pad.
Yeah, it's really cool. He hasn't put the Imperial bed out, but it's massive, so always a pleasure if you're nasty.
I've been immediately distracted by this insect under the cup, and I can't see what it is. It looks like a mite or something.
It's the flea. That's what the flea is when you just put it down. So I think if you catch 3 and give it to Flick, I haven't caught 3 before, but I think out of all of them, I bet that one comes back really cool with the models. I want to try that.
There's a lot of love in the chat for Sammy, actually. Sammy seems to have given everybody nice flowers, so which is to be expected. She is lovely. Dim says there's something so surreal about the cityscape windows, and there really is. It's like all of a sudden we've teleported to the top floor of the Nakatomi Tower. And I feel like we all should be doing blow off of this pool table right now, which feels appropriate to the drugged out vibe of SnapDragon that we've established.
He's fairly executive.
Great look, great guy.
Well, am I the only one outside? I'll wait for you.
Oh, Sammy's asking whose flea was it?
I'm not sure. I caught it was before the laundrette.
Could have been anyone's.
Could have been his own flea.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait,
and I was just walking to Nooks to sell it, and when they run up to chat to you, or you just chat with them when you're walking past, and he was like, "Is that a flea that you've got there, Cree?"
Can the like non-furry creatures get fleas? Can like a frog get fleas?
I don't know. I've not got any. I don't think I've got any reptilians or amphibians on my island.
Question to the chat: can the reptilians / amphibians get fleas?
That's an important question.
Ika Luke says Raymond's fleas are selling for 100 Nook Miles tickets on Nookazon.
The Raymond.
Yeah, Raymond's bathwater is also up for grabs. Oh, again a lovely setting.
This is my favorite house. This is Admiral. He's like the only villager I've ever met who is like in their dialogue open about how old they are. He's like, "Hey kiddo, oh my legs are really tired today. I'm getting too old for this," and he's really funny.
Bless.
He goes really deep.
What kind of animal is Admiral?
He's a bird with a long beak, not like a penguin one, like
Okay.
a green one.
Is he asleep? Hopefully we can meet him.
He'll probably be on the beach. He's
Okay.
usually out. This is what's his name? On show or something. I don't like him. He wears Guy Fieri shades and he's a jockey. So
It sounds great. I want to go to Flavor Town right now, but he's not there.
just some like bins outside his house before. But I thought I should change it before we did the
I
stream.
love how he's got a ping pong table and a wipe down sofa outside.
We've
Small
had
flowers.
confirmation in the chat that frogs can get fleas.
Frogs can get fleas.
And so can the octos. So it sounds like fleas will take any flesh they can find.
Okay, sorry. This is amazing. I haven't seen like waterside tiling before. Oh my god! It feels like we're at Club Med. Hit me up with a frozen margarita, baby. Let's get lit.
I'd like a protein shake smoothie, please.
It's a wellness retreat.
I was really lacking on drinks. I think Mary crafted me some of these coconut things. I didn't have the recipe, so they made me a couple. And then I had the maker and the protein. But yeah, I haven't figured out how to download designs. So everything that's a custom design is something I've drawn.
Oh, that's amazing.
wow.
That's great to know.
That's real dedication.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I love visiting the islands where we see a lot of kind of personal work in the custom designs. Dim says he can smell the chlorine. People I know have spotted a giant flower. Oh, here it's a shower, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's my friend Kate made that. I saw it on her island when, in fact, so Poppy is from Monstera, my friend's island, and when I visited Monstera, I was like, this Cosmos shower is amazing. So she posted me one, but it's perfect for like the pink kind of vaporwave style beach bit. This is the only bit of the beach that I've managed to figure out what to do with. It's the hardest bit of the island to customize, I think.
You've got 3 different surfboards already.
Yeah.
Whoa. I didn't even know there were different designs. This is amazing.
Yeah, one I got from someone's island, and then 2 were from my nook.
Oh, really? I think because on my island, I only ever get this one design, and I thought maybe it was one of those things where, depending on what airport you've got, you'll have a different surfboard.
Maybe I'm remembering wrong. I've been island hopping a bit this week with everyone like trading recipes on the Discord. So maybe I definitely bought the hibiscus one for my island, but then the other 2, was it the white one? Oh, I can't remember. I'm very unreliable narrator. I'm sorry.
Ever the incurable goth wants the black one.
I'll send it. Yeah. This is my emergency craft station.
Wonderful. I haven't I'm still yet to get. But I'm really bad at picking up recipes. I'm still yet to be able to make these shells. I'm still yet to be able to make these tables. But they're so handy. I look forward to the day where I can craft them. Also, I'm really bad at taking people up on their offers of clearing out recipes. I'll do that one day. Hi KK. We'll be back later.
So I guess we'll go to the west of the island now.
Okay.
So these paths lead right across to bridges.
Did you ever have to move a bridge or a path to make them line up properly?
This one I did. And I think this one was stone. It was like the first one I put in to connect to this part of the island. And then all the rest were kind of just fortuitous to be in a decent enough position.
I'm going in the zine repository.
Oh, and I've got to thank I think it's Aiku Luke these bookcases. I was really trying to finish this for the stream this week, and I couldn't get the bookcase recipe. They really helped me out and crafted a bunch, which was really
amazing.
You need a lot of books to get those as well.
Yeah, they were fine about it. They just said like bring the wood, and they had like a stockpile of books. It was so nice.
Lovely.
Sorry, I'm doing desk duty. Yes, we do accept zines as currency here.
I do. Upstairs is the print shop. This is where you can print zines.
Oh yes, this is amazing.
And then fax them to your
Um,
friends.
Fax the comics.
Yeah, touch the fax machine. It prints them. It just prints a page of comics for you.
Yeah, I remember
That.
having to photocopy zines in the past. So this is like a very handy spot.
And I did like a custom design of the cover of one of my comics on the desk
Oh
here.
yeah.
Yes. Wait, I'll get my camera out. You gotta, ABP, everyone, always be promoting.
I told my husband about it. I was like, "Come look, I put my graphic novel in Animal Crossing," and he was like, "Oh, cool. So if people visit, can they like read it or buy it?" I was like, "No, they can't."
Subliminally, it's in there.
It just creates mind share, on the chat, lots of comments about this. Of course, the amount of zine creators in the club, comics creators in the club, very appropriate.
This is the biggest thing I was missing was like doing zine shopping and printing zines and going to my print workshop and stuff. So a little DIY
And
indie
also,
bookshop.
Also, got to say, like, amazing like use of the incline to kind of give it more of like a building feel. It's obviously like a big like design challenge for people. Is like how do I lay out this outdoor space to give it the feeling of being indoors, like a cutaway? And I think this really like achieves it.
Oh, thank you. Well, the bookcases at the back definitely make this feel enclosed. And originally it was like this, which is the lower level, was the same height as the bit on the left where the print shop is. And it was originally a restaurant with like a chef bit on this side, like a kitchen, and then like a restaurant on the other side. I just didn't like it. It just looked like it could be on anyone's island. So I was like, what do I actually want on SnapDrags? And I was like, I want a print shop. I want a little like workers cooperative with a retail printer.
I like these really big bold signs you used with the panels. I've only just got my first simple panel, and I'm excited by what I can do with it.
Well, they crop up quite a bit. I just like bulk ordered them at like 5 a time for a couple of days. So I really like them. They make things look really cool. So we can go through the orchard, and there's like a nice only other bit of my beach that I've figured out how to do here.
Oh.
So Michelle, would you like it, Martin?
Wait. It's a blue shell. Oh my god! It'll be my first blue shell. Can I grab it? Summer shell, baby. Yes. I'm gonna hopefully find a recipe. Make something of it. Yes. I love the beach
officially
area.
Started.
Wait, I'm gonna get in the hammock. Yes. Relaxing.
I didn't realize you could put weeds on the beach.
No,
I put
I
some
was
down.
about to mention that. I didn't know either. That's awesome. I didn't know you could plant weeds. I thought you could only drop. Wait, this is blowing my mind. I thought you could only drop weed clippings. Oh
No,
my
I
God.
think you can plant. I don't think anything grows, so it has to like if you put like flower buds, they won't turn into like flowers. And if
Okay.
you put trees, they won't turn into trees. Like when you try and plant a coconut on mainland in grass, it won't grow. So I think if like you run through them, they won't gonna grow back.
Shrinky, you trying to put out the fire?
I thought I did see what would happen if I watered it. What do you think Leaf makes of putting weeds on the beach? Would you make him angry?
I don't listen to Leaf. Every time I would. Yeah. Oh,
It's
hello.
Admiral.
Yes.
I love him so much.
He's called me a gadabout.
He's got your number, hasn't he?
Not trying to be rude. Someone said we had an off-islander poking around. All right.
Oh no, he's not one of those xenophobic people, is he?
He's a real Admiral's a real gammon. He's not. He's lovely. He's just a straight talking older gent wearing a wonderful what looks to be actually like a dressing gown.
Yeah,
dressing gown top.
But sometimes he wears like the on Able Sissy That Walk. I made like a bikini top with shells.
Yep. For those who haven't seen it, go look at Timothy Winchester's episode, or go on YouTube right now, and you can find Christella in our drag race clip. Your name as a performer was Henny Holmes Designer.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, all the looks were great. I mean,
Oh,
we didn't decide on a winner, but let us know in the chat if you think Henny should be on Timothy Winchester All Stars season 1.
but yeah, sometimes he wears the bikini top just
Oh,
inexplicably.
yes.
So old. Like I took a screenshot of some stuff he was saying the other day. Where he was like, when I was young, I think I was holding an umbrella, and he was like, I can't help but see you've got an umbrella there, dear Cree Cree. When I was younger, we didn't call them umbrellas; we called them bumper shoots.
How old is he?
So much wisdom to impart.
As old
He
as
did
the
say that
Sands
he had
is.
lots of modern amenities here
Oh,
when I spoke to him.
yeah.
Like chairs, tables,
Yeah.
wheels, things of that nature.
The arch did have a bit of cider.
Oh, nice.
Is a new addition. Is a record shop.
Again, love the sign.
Trade.
Love the sign. The jukebox, yes.
I fell out of a tree or a balloon the other day. I was so happy.
What a get. Oh, yeah. Feeling the vibes right now.
Well, I've got everything that makes noise playing KK Funk. Both these DJ decks.
Let's slap them all on. Can we turn them all on? Yes.
The record player.
Okay. Maybe we'll request KK Funk from KK later.
Ooh,
Although we'll put it to a vote.
Stick.
Love the little owl. The owl ornament too.
Oh, thanks. Oh, you want a summer style shrinky?
Oh, I've got plenty, thank you. You should keep it.
Thanks. Oh, this is the Lighthouse.
Oh, I'm so jealous of the anchor. Do the anchors come in different colours?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
You
I've
might be
seen
able to customize them.
Okay.
I think it was the fishing challenge thing. It just came from that.
Also,
Yes,
love
another
the black and white
thing that
lighthouse.
she's got.
Ah, thanks. I had no say in it, but thanks.
It feels like a long wait till the next fishing tournament. Now that I know that it's worth participating in.
It's quarterly,
When will
right?
it be?
When is the next one?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe in a month.
Okay. Let's do a get together because I need to seriously get that fishing swag because it's all so cool.
This is the chill garden.
I feel relaxed being here.
Yeah. I put an extra seat here so we could all sit together.
Oh,
Oh, and you got the famous
such a
cherry
good
blossom
host.
bonsai as well.
I think Sammy crafted me that the blossom lantern because I didn't get the recipe. Maybe even crafted the bonsai too. There was like a big recipe blossom drive at Peridot. It was good.
In the distance, I can just see flames and a scarecrow, and I'm a bit scared.
Oh, we'll get there. I told you the map haunted. It's relaxing for the next couple of bits.
Okay,
This-
yeah. Scarecrow not as
Snapdragon-
scary as I thought. Oh. Oh, I love the pattern.
Oh yeah, I drew that
Seedlings.
too. That was the first thing I drew.
Little seedlings. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be stepping on them. Now I feel bad.
Oh, it's fine. Get stuck in.
Have a good trample.
No. Love
That was
a
the
good,
most
love a good
chaotic-
wheelbarrow.
Thing I could have said. Like my beautifully crafted island, run over the flowers.
How do you feel when people go careening over your flowers? Horrified?
Like if it's somebody who's just come to my island, I'd be like, come on.
Yeah.
But then also, grow back. It's fine.
Oh, Mesa says, it's in July, the fishing tournament. Get crafting fish bait now. You'll need 300 lol. It's true. Better shuck those clams. Oh, I love
Maybe
love the parasols.
Oh yeah, I thought they were quite like sweetified. This is a bit sketched in. It's not finished yet, but I want like a sweet shop or an ice cream parlor or something here. But I don't have enough items yet, so I just kind of drop stuff off in the area that I want it.
Placeholder.
Yeah. So before we go up into the mountains, I should change outfit.
Oh goodness. So far this is I think this is quite a unique island in that it feels like, just to look at the map, I don't think I've been on an island this flat in a while. Was the flatness result of the terraforming, or was it this flat when hello? Okay.
Well, my island was quite well connected. The only bit that I flattened is this bit was all connected as like the mid-range mountains, and the rest was all as it is. And I think the street maybe at the side with all the waterfalls where Poppy lives, I kind of cut that back into the mountains a little bit. But other than that, everything is as it was.
I mean, let's address the elephant in the room. What's going on with the wizard look?
If you just follow me.
Guess we're going to find out.
Oh God, I'm scared. Oh.
Please take.
Oh yes. I love this. So is this feels like the wizard shop in Erie, Indiana. Shut
yeah.
up. Revealing my age there as being pre-middle age.
Well, I think my friend Kate gave me the fortune teller set, which I'd seen and really wanted. But then when they gave it me, I just spent the weekend making the little stalls and finding little cauldrons and pots and that goth mirror and little trinkets to put on.
I love the booth. Are they called booths? The booths? What are they called? The stalls. Yeah. I love the stall pattern. That's an original, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
Kind of cosmic-y.
Dim says he's still hunting for the candles. I think I might be able to hook you up with those candles, Dim. Let me know off stream. Hello. God, there's so many looks. It's just like we're back and able to see that walk fashion extravaganza.
Well, this might be the jewel of. Oh, these are all the black flowers. Sorry, I should have shown them off.
Yeah, of course. The most deeply magical of all flowers.
But yeah, this might be the jewel in SnapDragon's crown.
8-bit has joined us.
Oh.
He's of course had to get in before the KK Slider requests to get the Slayer requested, which I'm very much looking forward to. Hello, Drive-In.
This is great.
Thanks to the High Scar Discard for hooking me up with some other car colours than black.
Oh, this is incredible. Oh my God, I've just flipped the camera up and just lurking above, we've got the server tower skyscraper, a rocket, a satellite, and Godzilla. This is amazing.
That satellite is floating perfectly with the illumination underneath it from my angle.
I'm glad. That was a very recent recipe from Celeste.
Oh, wow.
I'm so glad the server tower works as a skyscraper. I've even put a little humidifier thing so there's smoke kind of coming from the base of it.
What do we think this movie is, by the way?
Is it like a Game of Thrones thing?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
getting Saruman vibes from the wizard.
Fantasy for sure.
It kind of fits with the wizard vibe of the island as well.
Mm.
People I know think it's definitely Lord of the Rings.
Mm.
Does the show change? Question.
It does. I've got a screenshot. Eventually, I want to put the kind of Gundam robot on the mountain next to Godzilla.
Good luck.
Yeah, I've got 6 of the 30 parts in 2023. But then, at about 4 o'clock, there's a Godzilla versus Gundam movie on the TV.
Yes.
I only found out fairly recently that that there was a TV schedule in the previous games, and that certain shows showed at certain times. It's just the kind of thing you think, oh, it's random, but of course it's not.
It's all news to me. This scene is going on forever, though. It's a really rousing speech by the wizard fellow.
Oh, you can't quite see at the back. I'd crafted loads of screens with red like curtain
Oh
textures
yeah. I'll take.
to see.
Oh,
I should
yeah.
maybe add light so you can see it. You can see in the day though.
I see it now. Now I know what I'm looking for.
It's just a void.
Yeah, I love it. I love the kind of toxic waste canisters next to
Yeah.
the two.
Some gas pumps if the cars need any petrol.
There's no roads in or out. Once you're parked at the drive-in, you're there forever. Which also kind of sounds like an eerie Indiana plotline. That is coming up a lot tonight. Apologies to anybody who's unfortunately too young to have watched the show that maybe aired for 2 years in the 90s. Lovely campsite. I've still haven't really like beefed up my campsite to feel like campy. Wrong word. Oh, and also I still haven't got the little public library. It's so cute.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mummy has arrived.
Oh.
Yes, call back.
So I don't know what's up with this part of the island, but you need to watch your footsteps.
Oh my goodness. Some love for Ear Indiana in the chat from Dim. Dim's got to be loving this creepy island vibe right now, because as we all know, there's some freaky stuff going on his island. Oh no!
Some of them are all right.
Oh no! Oh, no. I'm stuck. Okay. Oh, I'm running away. What do you think's going on here? What's behind this thing? What is going on? I'm very perturbed. Oh no!
I didn't notice that the skeletons. Did he just lift its arms?
Yeah, if you interact.
I'm freaking out.
Ticklish.
I love how there's like one traffic cone, like danger. This place is severely haunted.
There's probably enough traffic. They've only got one traffic cone, so that can go over one of the pitfalls. But then for the rest, you're on your own.
Oh, the chat has gone full Erie Indiana with Ico Luke recalling the Tupperware women. Great episode.
Oh, the twins.
Oh. Okay, that's it. After this episode, we're going to turn this into an Erie Indiana podcast. Sorry, everyone. Yeah. Oh god, look at Shrinky. Oh, he's giving us the creepy face. Got to get this on camera. Yeah, I'm worried. I'm very worried. Sammy says Barold is watching this area. Maybe that's what Barold is up to. He's trying to crack the code.
Or he's trying to protect the citizens of the town from whatever evil lurks within this area.
He is doing SnapDragon a great service.
Well, hang on.
Thanks, Barold.
We've got a juicy. But I'm internet friends from Erie, Indiana. Says Untitled.
Oh my goodness! This is like a 7 degrees of separation, right? That's it. Has he got an Animal Crossing island?
Yeah.
If he does, get him on. I mean, he's on the list. Yeah, we'll get to Elijah Wood at some point as well. Okay, we've determined that Barold is a paranormal investigator, which means he's not creepy. In fact, he's anti-creepy. If anything.
Good to know.
Oh, hello. Okay. We're back to here. Okay. Getting my bearings.
And that's kind of it. Yeah.
Weird to think that scary zone is so close to this very normal feeling little area.
Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to have to dig up all those pitfall seeds before any of my villagers fall in them.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that happen. That'll make me very, very unhappy. If Poppy fell in one, heavens.
I don't think villagers can fall in them, can they?
I mean, if it happens to Poppy, I'll be livid. Oh, another outfit change. Love it. Love the sequin suit, as always. So Ross Matthews. Shall we visit your abode?
Oh yeah.
I don't think we've ever saved a house for the end of the stream before. It's very exciting.
Oh, it's not as good as the island. I kind of harvest the items from the house. Like I'll get a room really nice, and then I'll be like, oh, We need you outside, kid.
Okay. Firstly, it's very lovely from the outside. Showcasing the peachy heritage of the island.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got the Matryoshka dolls that I'm going to be talking about in the podcast as well.
Yeah, I love them. I think Timothy sent me those before I'd got the recipe, and we spent ages realizing that they animate really nicely.
Okay. We're here. We're in the house. Okay, so, I mean, immediately, I'm getting the sense of like a very cultural place. There's a desk. Someone's hard at work. We've got wonderful fishing prints. Can we talk about how like absolutely amazing the prints are? I know we mention it almost every time we see one, but they're legitimately so good. Like you would want to have one, right? Same with the flags.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Got a wonderful board game going on.
Yeah, it's a bit knick-knacky. A bit maximal. Kind of like my house. If I like it, it's going out. It's not going in a cupboard.
I've never seen the heraldry item before. That's new to me. And also, I'm glad that we can watch Animal Crossing: Lord of the Rings from the comfort of the sofa here too.
Yeah, I think the crest above the door where I'm standing is just a customization of the iron door plate crafting recipe. If you use the customization kits on it, there's loads of really cool like crests and stuff, like colours you can add. I think they match up with like the school jacket colours. Like
Okay.
you can kind of pick like a house.
So this is the Slytherin crest.
I don't know anything about Harry Potter, so yeah.
Neither do I. Mayor Ed is asking, is this a Sahara rug? I believe it is. Yeah. And Timothy is ogling the snow globe. But you've got several globes. In fact, I've never seen this aquatic one before.
Oh, the sea globe. It's amazing. I think it just fell out of a tree or something.
Yeah.
I've got too many globes. I really want the constellation globe. The snow globe, it's all sparkly if you interact with it. It's nice.
And you've got little doormats as well. I've never seen these.
They're just the small rugs from Sahara as well.
Turns out I've never asked for a small rug.
Oh, you need to. That's how you get the actually Kriki turned me on to the bubble, the speech bubble one, I think.
Yeah, I got a duplicate of that and I sent you one.
It now sits in my upstairs room.
Tim says surely every rug is a Sahara rug, but no, because you can get special ones like the Bell rug. I think the gifts from the bank or from.
Of course.
Get some rug recipes as well, but they tend to be seasonal. Like there's a shell rug and a rose rug and an orange rug, or like kind of fruity ones and stuff. The big ones, there's bamboo rugs as well, isn't there? But,
of course.
Yeah, but you can never buy them in the shop or anything. You've got to like craft them or get them from Sahara, or when the bank slashes the interest loan and gives you a pity rug.
Before we move into another room, I need to ask, what are your certificates for on the wall here?
Just being a doctor of style.
Oh, yes, PhD.
What does PhD stand for? Pretty heckin' dope.
Yep, done. So there's one for the tombstone. There you go. Okay, drum roll. What is the room going to be? Oh, a kitchen. Now, wasn't somebody saying on a previous stream that they had a theory about how people were laying out their rooms? I think this might deviate from I think it might have been Tim. I think this might the beat. Oh yes. Oh, loving that soul patch. Yeah, loving that beret.
I wear the beret all the time. It's been a struggle not to wear it like right from the get-go.
This is a very cute kitchen. Yeah, and also I have recently been wondering if I would look good in a beret. I think I just want to be like Osamu Tezuka. I think that's that's the vibe I want to give off in my day-to-day life. Yeah, the kitchen is very, very cozy. It actually feels kind of actually kind of feels more real than at most kitchens that I've been in. I think might be because it looks most similar to maybe my childhood kitchen. Maybe that's
It
why
feels
I'm
very
saying it looks real.
practical.
Yeah, there's
Some
something.
things you might need.
There's something. I'm trying to put my finger on it. It's almost like, you know how we were talking about curating clutter. There's something like real about the way this like room is not. How do I put it? It's not very sparse. It's quite packed full of stuff.
I think all my Animal Crossing style is definitely like cram it in and get that happy home designer score. But I think this kitchen, I have a really small kitchen in our flat. So stuff like kind of putting the microwave on top of the fridge is very real life.
Yeah, for sure.
Stuff like that.
For
It's
sure.
like maybe little cues and then I didn't know like these iron cupboards. There's a space on the top of them to add an extra item, so you can kind of again like just stack them really really high with stuff. So wherever there's like a surface to add something, I always put something on top of it and make it high with the room or whatever.
Dim
And
is
it's definitely the. Oh, sorry.
no, you go. You go.
The dim sum baskets are on the iron cupboard because that's the kind of thing you'd buy and then use
It goes on the top
once
shelf.
or twice.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where all of our weirder utensils, the hand blender, the rice cooker. You know, they
The
do come down
toasty
occasionally.
maker.
Exactly, yeah. The toast maker that has like the like Batman symbol on it or whatever. Loving it. Oh, and also love the industrial size canister of olive oil. A must for any kitchen.
I like my
Yeah, I think
pasta
that makes
oily. What can I say?
Oh yeah, hose baking reference to the fact that we've got 10 pots of peri peri Nando salt on top of our cupboard. She's right. We do have that. She knows. She's been here. People always says he's got a IRL pal that has a handheld butter churn.
Whoa.
Why don't you come over and see my handheld butter churn?
That's like heart crystals. It's just filled.
Oh yeah, we were talking pre-stream about how heart crystals sounds a bit dodge. Like a marital age. Marital age.
As love crystals.
Love crystals. That's right, the love crystals.
Mm.
Cyrus, please stop giving me love crystals. I've got enough.
We go away for a slash.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I'm ready to drain the lizard, mate. Which that makes no sense to me. Drain the lizard. It's like as a euphemism, as a like a simile. It makes no sense. Okay, this is very nice. You know,
this is very, very classy, yeah.
do we love the partition for the shower? Do we think we need a bigger array of partitions for our homemaking? Yes or no?
I think the only ones I've got are the imperial ones that I've found in balloons or trees, and then I've got a crafting recipe for a shell one, but it's quite cumbersome. So I think the only one I've really got are those like panels, and then the imperial one there, and that's it.
Shrinky's so distraught he's crying in the shower over here. Oh, is that interesting? Oh wow, is that like a rug that's like doubling as a grate?
Oh yeah, it must be, mustn't it?
That's cool. Also, the rug over here, the clamshell rug under the toilet. Oh, magnifique. Dim says you need to get some Johnsons and Johnsons. No more tears. Shrinks.
Oh yeah. Touche.
Like if Twitch don't want to give us the official Twitch hats after how X-rated this stream has been, we'll get some money from Johnsons and Johnsons as a sponsorship for sure.
I love how cozy this fire makes it feel in here as well.
Oh yeah, is this like what? Is this a sauna thing?
Yeah, a little sauna.
I'm scared of saunas. I've never been in one. It sounds like hell on earth.
I've been in one, but as previously established, I don't like being too hot. So you can imagine.
Yeah, me too. Being in a sauna combines two of my least favourite things. Number one, being too hot. Number two, people seeing my man boobs. You know, that won't do.
It makes you sweat in places that you didn't realise were creases. And they get a little bit... It gets a new texture on your body and stuff. It's supposed to be good for you, though.
I can't know. It's not happening. I don't want to be hot. However, I don't mind taking dumps in front of everybody, as we can see right here. I love. Oh, also shout out for you. Wait, do the plunger, the like loo scrubber, and the toilet roll? Do they always come as a 3, or is there 3 separate items that you've placed?
It's a one item, yeah.
Okay. It's everything.
But I did rotate it to every possible orientation until it looked just right.
Yeah, I think you've got to have the toilet roll nearest the toilet for sure. But actually, this would bug me in real life because, like, if you use the plunger or the scrubber, do loo scrubbers have like an official name?
Toilet brush.
Toilet brush. Yeah. If the lower toilet roll being close to things that get wet by design, that it bothers me. It bothers me. I must admit. Anyway.
I'm waiting till there's a wall-mounted toilet dispenser falls out of a tree one day.
Can you customize those to make the roll go inwards or outwards, depending on your preference?
I should hope so. Nintendo knows its audience.
That's the Splatfest. We've been puzzling because Sammy had a really amazing idea for Splatoon to do a club Splatfest, and we've been thinking, well, what's the right divisive topic? It's got to be toilet. Or did they do that already?
I think they did it.
They did toilet roll. Okay, they didn't.
No, they didn't do toilet roll.
The question for the chat: Did Nintendo do an official toilet roll in or out Splatfest? Ho has also revealed in the chat that she's back to toilet brush on Kickstarter. I need to know more about that Kickstarter toilet brush. Oh, also, shout out to the old style laundry scrubbing board over here. Artisanal. If you don't want to go to the laundromat, you can artisanally scrub all your clothes.
Have a quick damp rag round your folds.
Thought of everything.
Yeah.
Amazing. Also, love the robe, the dressing gown on the wall. Nice touch.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I haven't put many clothes up on the walls, but it seemed like I would never wear a bathrobe around SnapDrags proper, so I thought I'll whack it up in the bathroom.
Sammy's confirming that they did do toilet direction.
They did.
Splatfest, yeah. I had an inkling when I said it. No, I'm sure that I'm ripping this off from real life.
I can't believe they did that, and I can't believe I forgot that they did that.
Yeah, don't you remember? Marina was like, "Yeah, I like it on the outside because that's how I like the toilet roll to touch my flower."
I really don't.
We're never getting those Twitch hats. Sorry, everybody. I'll beep that out on the YouTube re-uploads. This is okay. Firstly, love the dreamy like blue tones. The pink accents too. Very nice. My colour blindness here I may be mislabeling these colours, but to my eyes,
that's about right.
to my faulty eyes, this looks nice.
I gave myself the challenge of lighting a room entirely with objects, so there's no a house light in this room.
Always gives this amazing like coziness.
Mm-hmm.
I love the
seahorse.
The seahorse is so cool.
Great little companion.
I think this lamp is from Sammy as well, the hyacinth one.
Sammy is just like she's like the Santa Claus of High Score Club. She's just like giving out the good stuff to everybody.
Very generous with the crafting recipes, definitely.
Okay, so Ho's confirming about the toilet brush. It has a detachable head that stays inside the toilet, so you don't ever have the risk of dripping toilet water. What? But if it stays inside the toilet, where does your poo go? Serious questions going on tonight. Also, from something profane to something more sacred, I suppose. There's something very like reassuring about a rocking chair. Definitely would like a rocking chair in real life. Hopefully one day.
That's an achievable goal.
I think so. And is there a story behind the KK records you've selected for the room?
They're just the ones I've accidentally bought 2 of from the catalogue without realizing that I could check my inventory, and then I was like, oh, so I just bought them. So it was before I realized that you could like see which ones you'd already bought without having to go to a radio.
I mean, they're all hits though. I can't remember if number 2 is KK King or KK Imperial, but either way, it's a great album cover.
They're all good.
Also, shout out for having a fan in the room. I'm feeling quite hot after all the sauna talk.
There's one in the kitchen as well, like an extractor.
Host saying rocking chair gives her Resident Evil 7 vibes, which is freaking out.
That is a very, very good point.
Screeching Weasel says, I exclusively poo at the edge of the bowl.
I'm sure
we're learning so much about each other tonight. So, sorry, Shriki.
I'm sure there's important context to that, but I'm not going to bother reading it to find out.
Okay, firstly, I'm jealous because you've got the middle part of the corner sofas. I only have the corners. It's driving me mad. Okay, this is the fun room, right? What's the theme of this room?
The loft apartment from Big.
Yes. I would say that my island's big theme is like Arrested Development, so I can definitely vibe with this theme.
Well, I think this is probably going to end up outside though, because I want to have an arcade somewhere that everyone can come to, like that I can see the Islanders on. So I'm kind of stockpiling it in the house, and eventually it'll move outside on the island somewhere. But while I'm kind of collecting stuff, it can be on my top floor.
There's just something.
Oh, that's great.
Looking at the robot clock, there's just like they could have just done the robot clock, right? And we all would have loved it. But the fact that it has the word amazing on it, like that, it just sends it over the edge into just being an amazing thing that some licensee in real life should make. I would like to buy that. Love that you've got a lot of rocket ships on the island too.
I don't think, or maybe I've bought the first one, but the other ones have just happened upon the shores.
Are any of these the rocket ships that you need to make the robot?
No, because they're throwback rockets. I don't know what that rocket is on the recipe. I've never found just rocket.
There's a rocket that is like a NASA. I don't know what they're called. The part of the space shuttle that eventually detaches and flies through space.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it's got a very yeah.
Could be Space End.
Yeah, the Space End. Yeah, that's what they call it in Deep Space Nine, right? Oh, the Space End has gone too far, and now we're in Deep Space Nine. Is that how it goes? Icolicus asking, is the rocket a Celeste recipe?
Maybe.
These ones, no, they're wardrobes.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I love the interior.
Yeah, some of them have really starry insides. I can't remember. I think there's that one. Oh no, that one has like a starry. There's a couple more. There's like.
Oh, sorry. I was going to exclaim that I haven't seen the dance machine yet, and that's very exciting to me. Now, is this thing truly random? This wheel, or is it going to give me a fish every time?
No, I think it's random.
Oh yeah. What's the brown segment? What do we think? Oh, it's an apple. What do we? Oh, cherries. Okay, I can see it now. Sorry, I was being silly.
Fish, bells. Yeah, there's everything. I want to do like a swap shop where you spin the wheel and then get an item.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm watching Shrinky's puppet show.
This is from Juju.
Oh, I remember when she first got these. I remember. I still haven't got one. And I live with her. I'm going to correct that later.
I was delighted when she dropped it on SnapDrags. It was very exciting day.
I've never had a big look at what's inside before. I'm just gonna zoom in.
Yeah, zoom right in.
Okay.
Can't figure out if it's a nativity or what.
I think there's some squirrels involved.
So it looks like a fox playing a flute. A fox playing maybe a clarinet, a rabbit playing a flute, two blue birds that I think are maybe just singing, and I'm going to guess it's a bear or a tanuki playing the cello, the bass.
Or double bass, I think.
Yeah.
Looks like some plucking going on.
Oh no, he's got a bow. I think it's a cello. Okay, I suppose you could use a bow on a bass too. We're getting very deep into music chat here. Host saying it's a double bass.
Confirmed.
Anyway, this is as always, these rooms are my favourite because I'm a giant child.
You've got a different pinball table to me as well.
I think there's a few different ones.
Mine's
That's the only one I've
colours.
managed to find.
Oh, we could do a trade.
I'd love
Oh
to
yeah,
see some of
definitely.
these, yeah. I think I've got one, but I don't know what the design is. Anyway, yes.
And oh, sorry, go ahead.
Also, no, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I was going to say this one is from Pocket Camp, and I've got it to. You can play it and try and get it to win as well. And I've won it. The tune just changes slightly, but it's exciting.
I didn't realise you could win. I just played it once and assumed, oh, this will be this way all the time.
What you didn't spend 15 minutes playing a game within a game until you won.
The only thing that I
That's
don't like
sad.
about the arcade machines and stuff is that you can't turn the sound off on them.
Oh, I like that.
That's
I
why
like
it
that. I
got
love
me.
setting them all up and letting them rip.
I wish you could turn it off because, like, I can't play music in this room because
That's the problem I've had.
that one really kicks out some jams.
Yeah.
I haven't won yet. I'm
If
not
you want
leaving till I win.
authentic, it gives you that authentic.
You won.
Oh, I didn't win in my game.
No, I saw you win.
That
Well,
is.
so in the chat,
You won then.
What?
Minifa reported that I was on my friend's island. We could both see different results from the wheel spinning.
I missed
And
that.
I think I remember discussing this at some point. There was something up with these wheels where you can't use them to play an in-game game because the results are different. So I'm seeing it's currently on Cherry.
I see Cherry.
I do see cherry.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Someone spin it. Maybe this is another one of the supernatural. Okay, it's on coin for me.
Yeah, it's
Bell.
on me as well.
Oh,
Oh, you're on Bell. Oh, that's the same thing, isn't it?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I think the wheel
Little
works.
starry coin.
The OK Motors doesn't. But Mayor Sailor is
in.
right. The Pocket Camp items are really, really good. They are
Yeah,
for sure.
good, but faulty.
But faulty, yeah. Psh, it's rigged, mate.
Hey, at least you don't have to spend as much as you do in Pocket Camp to play that game.
yeah.
Yay!
Oh yeah. I want the OK Motors team to appear in this game though. That's my
Yeah.
dream.
Mm.
My
I'd like
favourite-
some vehicles.
Oh yeah.
I really like the campers.
Mm.
Yeah.
They're like a little mini house.
Okay,
We're going in the basement. The basement's the worst room in the house. It's where I dump all of my recipes or turnips, so there's not much down here. And I put all the ostentatious items.
Sorry,
that I don't
there's
know.
not much down here. Sorry, just a
gold.
luxuriant selection of art and furniture.
Yeah.
And
Well, I bulked it out because I want to get a really good scarf from the Happy Home Academy tomorrow. So I was like, right, I'm going to craft some gross gold items and put up some fake art.
I gotta tell you, that like throne thing you're sitting on, I've never seen it before. It's amazing. What is it? What set is it from?
The golden set. So the chandelier, the kind of candles, and this, and the casket, I think this is called. They're all from the same
Is
one.
there a dead bod in that?
I've not opened it. I crafted it and made it today.
Oh, God.
Elvis in my town has got a casket and he's very proud of it, and it always worries me.
Ooh.
Loves talking about his casket.
Ho says
Yeah, mate,
there's
come
not
look
much.
at my casket.
Ho mentioned there's not much down here, just a Rembrandt.
Yeah.
Dim said
It's
something.
actually a Rembrandt.
Love it. Dim says it gives him Disneyland hotel vibes, which I totally feel. And I've only just clocked that the wallpaper's got like a parallax effect on it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
it's a Sahara
Celeste
special.
recipe.
Oh,
Oh.
so that's...
That is lovely.
I love this wasp model as well.
Just
yeah.
chilling.
Cool.
Just chilling.
Okay, this is. I feel like this is like the kind of eccentric millionaire's version of the upstairs room. The upstairs room is for the eccentric like adult child, and this is for the eccentric adult child who owns a oil well.
It's a mega basement.
Yeah. Tycoon.
I need that bench in my life. I look forward to be able to. How much gold does it take to make it?
Oh, this one. Oh, sorry, I meant the piano bench. I don't have a spare one of this. I ran out of gold making it. Like all the gold I've collected in the game today.
That robot is getting further and further away.
Oh. Because we're going to visit SnapDragon. I'll regret it. Like,
has anyone on the chat got a robot yet? I haven't seen the robot in real life yet. I haven't seen the robot at all because I try not to look up stuff. Need to know.
I think getting all the parts, because you have to get so many rusted parts as well, is quite elusive.
I think if I got the recipe, I must have the recipe. Oh,
yeah, it comes in the DIY, one of the DIY bundles you buy from the shop. But that's the thing, we all got it quite early on.
Yeah, I think it's a Nook.
You're right. Yeah, it's a Nook Miles one, and we got the kind of Godzilla thing, and that's quite easy to achieve. And you think, oh, it's easy to get a robot as well then, and then no, it's not.
Well, the gold requirements they're pretty crazy, but not as it's a 1 rocket, 1 gold armor, 30 rusted parts, 90 iron nuggets, and 10 gold nuggets. I think I maybe only have 15 gold nuggets tops currently. Sammy's on 9 rusted parts. So
that's good going. I'm on
almost
6.
a third.
Stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I would gladly. I do want the robot, but if nobody has a robot yet, I'm up for donating some parts.
Oh, that's cool. So, like, have a robot between High Score Club members.
Let's all own a robot together.
We'd spend a week on each person's island.
Exactly. Yes, that's how it should work. We get a timeshare.
Post it to each other for the stream. Everyone has a robot for the stream.
Done. That's it, everybody. Let's make it happen. Iconic is saying that if you can keep Gulliver's parts, they rust the next day. Oh,
you only get 5 at a time.
Oh, but I feel so bad about not helping him.
Yeah,
he needs to sort his life out.
That is true.
I'd rather that he's making the same mistake.
I'd like it if he doesn't get the parts, he gets stranded on your island, and I can help him kind of just get his life together.
I love the Gulliver items though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I need to help him more. I've been such a bad resident representative. This room is magical with the lights off, by the way.
I'd never turned the lights off before. I just tried it then out of curiosity. It looks great.
Favourite room, for sure.
Ah, it's a new room. It was just the turnip space, a turnip warehouse with a fancy floor.
I haven't sold turnips for a couple of weeks. I need to get back on the turnip train next week, so I look forward to that.
It got too spicy for me a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't done it for a couple of weeks.
Sometimes
but I made my millions. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to reach into the turnip jar and pickle them. Sometimes the pickles are sour. Sammy says it's the best wallpaper, and also she's got to help Gulliver. Yeah, got to help Gulliver.
Yeah,
not going to help the robot situation though. Wait, oh yeah, that's the whole house, right? Shall we?
It is, yeah.
Shall we?
Lovely.
See KK?
Yeah.
I've forgotten the way though. You're gonna have to guide us.
Oh, I'll show you.
Well, while we find the way, we should say on the chat, please do put in your request.
Yes.
What you'd like to hear KK play.
That's it, everybody. Get the suggestions in. First 5 suggestions listed. I hope KK Jazz is one of them. We'll put a Twitch poll up, and we can pick a winner. Although some weeks we pick a winner and then he plays something, just whatever he fancies anyway. Who knows how it happens?
Got to get the spelling exactly right, otherwise he'll play something else.
If 8-bit is still playing, we're gonna get that That's Leia shout out. Okay, so Mayor Sailor thinks Comrade KK. So the first vote is going to be for Comrade KK. But KK, is it Bubblegum KK or KK Bubblegum? Timothy's suggesting. Putting the poll up. Should we request? We got Comrade KK. We're going to have to get confirmed spelling of the winner as well. I think that's what's stopping us from getting the right the right thing sometimes. We got Bubblegum KK. Ho wants killing in the name of, because every night's the alternative night on Fire Island.
Was it KK Funk playing in the island?
Okay, KK Funk.
KK Funk was at my record shop. It's awesome. It's like...
Get that up on there then.
Is that on there?
I'll double check the spellings.
Screeching Weasel is suggesting it. Shout out to everybody as well who's a founding subscriber on the stream. You know, helping us keep them lights on. And host saying call me maybe. So I'm going to limit it to these three: Comrade KK, Bubblegum KK, and KK Funk.
So it's Comrade KK, full stop.
Yep.
Bubblegum KK also with full stops.
Yep.
And is it KK Funk?
KK Funk. I think it's K.K.Funk. We're gonna make it. Oh no!
It might be the K Funk.
Oh, it might be the
K,
like the G, like G Funk. Got it. P Funk.
The K. Funk.
Okay. So Shrinky will confirm the spelling while we run the poll. The poll is running. What's going to come out on top? Let's find out. The KK Funk or the K Funk is unanimously winning so far.
Ooh.
Looks like it's in the lead.
Down the record shop.
Bubblegum KK is coming up the rear. Don't laugh at that. This stream's gone way off the rails tonight.
Craig's is spicy.
Comrade KK is getting votes too. KK Funk seems to be leading the way. Bubblegum KK might squeeze through. A few seconds left. KK Funk or the K Funk. Shrinky, what is the correct spelling?
So I put it in the chat. It's the K. Funk.
The K. Funk. Okay, that's the
K
winner.
Full stop Funk.
Let's get funky.
Shall I request it?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind doing the honours.
And we're going to take our seats so we can all stand up again when it's time.
Oh.
Here we go. We didn't get a look at the flag. I'm looking at it now. Oh, hello.
It's a It's my best approximation at like a 16-bit SnapDragon flower.
It looks great. I love the border. You know, not enough flags have decorative borders. Big fan.
Yeah. It's
Slay.funk says 8-bit.
Making sure to spell it exactly.
Well, thanks to everybody for sticking with the stream tonight. Once again, we had some technical difficulties, but guess what? That's the unpredictable nature of live streaming, and that is why the people say that this is the best and most exciting Animal Crossing stream on the internet. And I will fight anybody who says otherwise. Here we go. The K-Funk. You know, I love this time of the week. I love that we get to show appreciation for these wonderful people who gave this game to us. Oh yes, loving this. I'm just enjoying the K-Funk. Oh, well, happy stream, everybody. Christina, thank you for letting us visit.
You're very welcome. Thanks for coming. You actually helped me finish a lot of little projects that I'd wanted to do for a while, and knowing that it was going to be on the stream, like, motivated me to make them just right and craft the right stuff for it, and put some proper time in, which was really nice.
So much inspirational stuff. I think the zine area is like for sure a standout. What's your favourite part of the island?
I think the record shop and zine printers is good. I really like the drive-in because I think it's a place where if you've got guests, you can all enjoy it together because you can kind of lay down together. And I like the fortune tellers because again, people can sit down. And if you're doing like the text chat on the Animal Crossing Nintendo app, I like kind of being the fortune teller and writing people's fortunes like with a chat window.
We should have done that. Will you have us back sometime?
Of course, yeah. There's loads that still like work in progress are like kind of sketched in at the moment, so I'm sure it'll change loads.
You're getting lots of compliments on the island in the chat right now.
Aww,
Driving is incredible.
Thank you.
Great island. Thanks for the tour. Yeah, I mean, thank you very much. Especially for my first blue shell.
It was a big day. I want to thank High Score Club for I've never had this much fun playing a game before in my whole life. Like the community and the Discord and stuff is honestly on a personal human level just saved me in so many ways the past few months. So thanks to everyone and to you for setting it up.
Well, I mean, it's everybody's done just such a kind of an amazing job of coming together, and I think we mention this every week. It's so nice to have a kind of community where people just want to help and not kind of fleece each other for Nook Miles tickets. I think we that's a great segue because I almost forgot. I think we mention every week that if you tune into this stream, I know a lot of people. I say a lot. We've got a modest viewership on YouTube. A lot of people come to us via YouTube, and each week on the stream we drop a Discord invite. So if you come watch us on Saturday night 8 p.m. BST at the end of the stream, we will drop a link in the chat, which I am going to do right now. So if you're in the chat right this second, you should now be able to join us on Discord. Christina, where can people find you on the internet?
If you can spell my name, you can find me everywhere. That's a challenge. So I'm Kay Baczynski on Instagram and Twitter and stuff, and I've got a website and stuff. If you, Google will autocorrect you if you spell my name wrong. I'm that level of floating just above obscurity, so take full advantage of that.
Your URL is only your first name though, right?
Yeah. That's what you get for having an interesting name, is that I can just be christina.co.uk, share or something.
I seem to remember we had this exact same difficulty in communicating where to find you online when we did a comics panel together at Latitude. But so it's great to relive that moment.
I relive it every day.
Well, people can actually, if they go to highscoreclub.com and look at the podcast page, they can find a link to your website from there as well.
I mean, you also have a complicated name though, because I mean, I think if someone just said your name to me, I'd be like, oh, David Fair, harsh but fair, just like his.
You're breaking up there, Martin.
Oh no, just like your personality, harsh but fair. Fair. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Oh yes, I can now.
And Ho very kindly has dropped Christina's Twitter handle in the chat, which we'll also drop it on the YouTube. Although you don't need our help, you've got a large audience on both because of your accolades, but also because you have been part of a As Featured in Edge podcast, David. Please check out our podcast. You can find it pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts, with some exceptions, but just in case, you can also find it on our YouTube, which is on the page right now. And like I always say, find me on Letterboxd, Steenton, the only social media platform I use. Got a review of Meet Joe Black that's just blowing up week by week. It's got at least 60 likes. It's got at least 60 likes, guys. I'm a big deal on Letterboxd. And I guess that's it for this week. And of course, F in the chat for Ed's horse. Ed. We feel you, bro. And that's the end of the stream. Look forward to seeing you next week, and with hope for our continued growth and to celebrate another week of New Horizons. This has been Astown. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in.
Hi, thanks for visiting.